One of the best ways to discover the beauty of Texas is to get off of the highway, beyond the skyscrapers and complex highway systems, and see it for yourself. The Lone Star State is stretched over 200 million acres. It's one of the largest states in the nation, but despite over 600 miles of coastline, numerous rivers, and parks, it's mostly private property. There's not much land for people to enjoy. Texas Parks and Wildlife is blazing new trails that will allow families and outdoor enthusiasts a chance to experience Texas off the beaten path.
Texas is 97% private property. And because of that, we don't have a lot of state and federal land available like there is out in the West. Texas also has the second highest number of sales of off-road vehicles, ATVs and dirt bikes, dual sport bikes, that kind of thing. We have about 500,000 ATVs in Texas right now, and there's no state park system or system of private parks that's organized well enough to give these people the venues they need and give the families the recreation that they need.
The demand for more safe, managed park area designed for families to enjoy off-road recreational vehicles has led to the development of the new Off-Highway Vehicle, or OHV, program. The OHV program creates new off-road trails and improves existing paths for ATVs, non-street legal motorcycles, and four-wheel drive vehicles. Most sites offer hiking and camping facilities, so families can enjoy the trails and other park activities during the day and the big Texas stars around the campfire at night.
Yeah, families is what it's all about, and it was when my son got involved and I realized my dad had taught me, and I had to find places to ride when I was a kid, and now my son was coming in and he was having to go through the same thing. And that's when I realized that we had to do something in Texas to develop off-road recreation areas.
There are 15 OHV parks scattered across Texas. The first park was built near the East Texas town of Gilmer.
Parks and Wildlife helped create the Barnwell Mountain Recreational Facility. This facility is 1,800 acres. It consists of about 130 miles of trail and has safe, legal, and sustainable trails that can be used by full-size vehicles, ATVs, and motorcycles.
Improvements to the trails in the Sam Houston National Forest are underway, and a new off-road site in the Escondido Draw Recreational Area will be a welcome addition in Crockett County. Before the OHV parks are constructed, meetings are held to address common questions, like, is the addition of the park a good thing for our community? We talked to some folks living in Gilmer near the Barnwell Mountain Recreational Facility. They say the park has impacted their community in a positive way.
I think that the creation of these type areas for public use by Texas Parks and Wildlife is a benefit to everyone. And I think it's an appropriate use of public funds and federal grant monies that are directed through Texas Parks and Wildlife. My experience here in Upshur County has been such a positive thing that I would encourage any other county judge that calls me, any commissioner, any other city official that calls me, I would encourage them to participate, to try to bring this type venue to their community, because it has certainly been a benefit here. I have not been able to think of one negative thing about what goes on out there at the mountain and the recreation area that we have out there.
Landowners living near a newly proposed park sometimes wonder how the off-highway vehicles will affect their daily life.
We've owned this farm and lived here about 50 years. When I heard that they bought it and what it was going to be, I was against it because I could visualize problems. I could see fences being torn down and ATVs riding up and down our little branch that goes on this, but that didn't come to pass. The reason being, I believe, is the people that are running that thing up there set some rules and done a good job. I think it's good for the community, good for Gilmer, it's a good economic thing, and it's not bothersome to us.
But I haven't heard any complaints. I mean, I've heard nothing but positive things about the park. You know, that families can go there and have a nice weekend or whatever, ride their Jeeps or four-wheelers or motorcycles or anything like that.
So how can the creation of an OHV park be good for your community's economy?
I would highly recommend it because with people coming into town, our sales tax has shot up. You know, they have to buy gas, they have to wash their cars, they buy food, you know, and it's been a great improvement for Gilmer.
We operate a great deal on hotel occupancy tax. And when I see them at the hotel, I grin. It just makes me so happy because I think that that's supplementing our upkeep and our maintenance here. You know, it's a great thing because not only are they staying at the hotel, they're going to eat in a restaurant. They're going to buy gas. Chances are they're going to go up here to the grocery store or next door to Walmart. They're going to buy something. That's tax money. It just rolls down. And there are a lot of people who don't realize how that affects our economy here.
What kind of people come to an OHV park?
Well, they bring their families. The time that I was out there, I saw a lady standing there watching her husband ride, holding a baby. They bring their families. People want to do things before they take their families along to have a good time.
I have been down at some of the local restaurants when they'll be having a big weekend out here. The businesses around town, the hardware stores, restaurants, they're all busy with different things as far as for camping supplies, coming in to eat. Some of them will come in, stay at the local hotels. When they have a weekend out here, both the hotels here in Gilmer, we're completely full out here. You can't find nowhere to park.
It impresses me because it is a family thing, and I'm pretty strong on family.
We have two girls, and they do not like fishing or hunting, so this was an outdoor activity that was semi-safe and allowed us to be together. It was the safest way to get an adrenaline rush with your family. Because we actually you walk faster than we four-wheel most of the time. So that's basically what we do for fun with the family on occasions.
I love seeing the view out here, and we have beautiful resources. We should actually be able to use them.
And it's also something that anybody can do, male or female, or, you know, from 8 to 10 years old to 70 years old.
They're the farmers. They're the regular workers. They're people who just go out on the weekend with the kids. They pop in the truck, they load up a couple of ATVs or dirt bikes, and they just go out and they have some fun together. They're not looking to compete. And even when they are looking to compete, most of them aren't at that caliber. They're just the average Joe. And they just want to have some fun and the experience and the thrill of that going around that next corner and passing through the threshold going into the woods and passing out of that threshold when you come out of the woods into a new pasture or a new experience. That's what it's all about.
The Texas OHV program promotes the responsible use of OHVs as a way to help ensure the safety of Texas riders and neighboring residents in the community.
Going to a park where alcohol is prohibited and safety equipment is a must or you don't get on the trail, really that's great. Promotes fun in a better atmosphere than what people have been doing outside of parks, where the injuries seem to be more severe. Promoting safety is promoting proper use of the ATV. It's a good family atmosphere where people can enjoy other things besides, you know, going on the trail. I think it's a win-win situation. As far as responding to accidents at the park, I think we may have been out there once or twice in the last 3 or 4 years that we've had service here in the Gilmer community. Well, if you're in a controlled environment like a park and you're getting instruction on the proper operation of a four-wheeler, an ATV, 3 or 4-wheeler, then yes, those people are going to be a lot safer.
People often wonder how off-road vehicles impact the environment. The Texas OHV program promotes the safe and ethical use of OHVs to help protect the cultural and biological resources of Texas.
That's right. It's not run all the birds away. The buzzards are still going. No, they're still, that's one thing about it. You still have the wildlife out there. You can still see the deer, and you can still see the hawks flying around. And we do have a few bald eagles around here that you'll see one fly over every once in a while. So it's a controlled atmosphere for another type of sport for the community.
An annual permit, similar to a hunting and fishing license, will allow riders access to OHV paths located across the state.
The decal is $8 per year. The revenue generated will be used to help supplement the recreational trails program that will be used to create new off-highway vehicle areas and improve existing areas.
Texas Parks and Wildlife OHV trails promote legal, safe access to public land and allows families to see Texas from a different perspective, bringing its natural beauty within reach.
People are going to buy more and more of these ATVs and motorcycles and SUVs and get out and enjoy themselves. So let's provide them an environment that is organized, that is structured, and that is safe for family and friends to get together. And we hope the bird watchers and the equestrians and the bicycle and the hikers enjoy it too, because it's still here. I think we can all get along and coexist together as long as we learn to respect the environment and the wildlife itself. It's there. I really believe that there is enough of Texas for us all to enjoy legally.
To purchase an OHV decal, call the Texas Parks and Wildlife Customer Service Center at 512-389-8917 or log on to tpwd.state.tx.us for a list of locations. The decal is valid from September 1st through August 31st. From the Texas OHV program to the Riders of Tejas, happy trails, buckaroos.